Hey guys, it's Jade. Earlier I had posted a video about survival shows, but I'm re-recording this because now that I'm thinking about it, I did forget some points that I wanted to make, so I'm just gonna re-record it. So if you have not watched it, that's fine. But just basically, um, I'm just talking about my opinions on survival shows. I don't like them. I feel like it brings unnecessary drama, not only to the fans, but to the contestants involved. I mean, there are people who have done survival shows over the years, like what I'm saying, like Big Bang, Vix, um, you know, Winner, Icon, Monster X, Twice. Um, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I feel like I'm gonna group that as a survival show. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. But there also have been shows like, like Golden Child and like 17. You know what I'm saying? Where they weren't really, no one was getting eliminated. It was just kind of just like a variety show, but it wasn't really a survival show. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that like every single, I honestly feel like these things just I feel like they're pointless. And I feel like now with the popularity of Produce 101, everyone is like hopping on the survival show bandwagon. Like even though this is not a new concept, but it's just now all of a sudden you see all these people making these survival shows. And I feel like these companies are being lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just trying to find, like y'all just can't think of another way to try to showcase your new talent, so let's just decide, oh, we're just gonna make a survival show. Like y'all can't think of nothing else. Like this shit is like this concept has just been done time and time again. And then again, like I said, with these shows always some drama, like with Big Bang, right? um we all know, if you do not know the history of Big Bang, because I know some fans may not know, the history of Big Bang is they were actually on a survival show back around time they were about to debut, right? Um, and Hyun Sung, formerly of Beast, was originally trying to be in Big Bang. And at one point it went down to it got to the point where Sungri actually got eliminated, but Sungri wanted it so bad that he was willing to fight for his spot. And he did, obviously because he's in the fucking group. But when it came down to Sungri and Hyun Sung, we all know Sungri made the group, Hyun Sung didn't. But if also that worked out for Hyun Sung because he ended up going to Cube and he ended up in Beast. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he's not in Beast anymore, but still, he was able to find success after that. You know, like Vix, they had their show and stuff like that. Um, and who else? I'm trying to think was like a couple like back then who had like a survival show. I can't really think, but and then now I'm trying to think. Of course, oh yeah, and of course when you know the thing that pissed me off about when was that, honestly, or maybe the thing I didn't really like the fact that it was like the point of win was you had team A and you had team B, two totally different groups going against each other, and whoever won got signed. If whoever didn't win was either going to disband or continue training. But because the fact that people were like really, really invested in fucking win, that YG decided to keep both groups. So he had everybody stressing out thinking one or the other was not going to get signed or is going to just completely disband and all this other shit. And he ended up signing both groups anyway. And then was even more fucked up was that late, like months later, when Icon was supposed to debut, because I think they're supposed to debut back in 2014, not 2015. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think it's maybe I could be wrong, but I think it might have been sometime 2014 when they were supposed to debut because they're supposed to debut after Winter. So, you know, Winter, they're opening up for Big Bang. They're on the YG Family Tour. Next thing you know, YG like skirt skirt. Oh no, bitch. You're going on another survival show and we add 3 new bitches in this group. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So there was drama with Mix and Match because of course, you had fans that was fucking with Team B, and then you add these new dudes, and so people that was fans of Team B was like, oh shit, what if one of them don't make the group? You know what I'm saying? So I remember when it came down to the finale, there was a lot of people coming together trying to like not vote for the other 3, which is fucked up. And if you don't know the other 3, it was Chanwoo, Hongsuk, and Jihyun. Those 3 were the new additions to that could have been an icon. And we all know that Chanwoo made the group, and when he made the group, a lot of people were not happy. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't happy either. I was like, what the fuck you mean? Like, well, why he in the group? Da da da. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't here for that shit either. But then, like, I just, I got over it. I was like, you know what? He's not even that bad. Like, he don't do nothing to nobody. Like, all right, let me like, because I'm just saying, like, being the fact that everybody knows me, I am a hardcore YG stan. I'm not a delusional one, but I'm a hardcore YG stan. And, being the fact that even though I didn't watch Win like that, because, I hate fucking survival shows, but just kind of doing my research on both groups, I grew to like them, and then to find out that they had to do this shit all over again, and then they added a new member. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for Chanwoo, because people weren't fucking with him. It was like that with Monster X. A lot of people was rooting for Shotgun because he's a dope rapper, and the fact that he's Minho's cousin. So a lot of people was, rooting for him to make the group, and then like not too long before the show was over, they added IM like last minute, and of course if you watch the show, he didn't get received pretty well, so it was pretty hard for IM in the beginning when he joined No Mercy, and then it was even I felt even worse for IM because the fact that IM made the group and Shotgun didn't. And I remember when they debuted, a lot of people, I remember just reading comments, like a lot of people was really upset the fact that Shotgun wasn't in Monster X. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's fucked up. I mean, but he's still on Starship. He's just solo. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with him. But, you know what I'm saying? I just remember all that drama with Monster X. But you know what I'm saying? And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was some drama with Twice with the 16 show. I think something happened with Momo. I think they like eliminated her, but then they brought her back because I think a lot of people were upset that she got eliminated. Something along that line. I didn't watch the show at all. So if y'all know what happened with Momo and while she was on 16 or anything, let me know because I didn't watch the show. And then Pentagon wasn't even supposed to fucking happen because at that time Q was on that fuck shit and they literally lost their fucking money makers, A-Pink, Beast, and 4 Minute. So I know people like A-Pink. Yes, A-Pink was on Cube, but they was on a sub label of Cube, just like how Big Hit is actually a sub label of JYP. Yeah, so A-Pink was on Cube, and everyone knows that A-Pink is one of like the biggest girl groups in K-pop. And, especially Beast and 4 Minute, especially coming from, the second, they were like one of like the biggest second generation groups. And then we all know 4 Minute disbanded, and then Beast, Hyunsung left the group, and then Beast decided to not renew their contracts, and then they decided to just go on their own. And then we all know the drama with Beast, being the fact that they're not Beast anymore, and I don't know if they can really perform their old shit or whatever the fuck. I don't know what's going on with Cube and Beast, but you know what I'm saying. But it was that. So basically, all of that drama, led to people thinking like, yo, it's a wrap for Pentagon, because I think at that time they were doing the show, or they were in the middle of doing the Pentagon Maker, or they were about to start, something along those lines. But basically, because a lot of people thought that Q was about to just be completely a wrap, and it got to the point where they decided to just not eliminate anybody and just keep all the members, because Cube knew they fucked up. And then now we have Pentagon. You know what I'm saying? But then we also have shows like Project 17, where it's not a survival show. It's just the members, just you getting to know the members and them showcasing their talent. Like, there's no stress level. I mean, there might be a little bit of stress, performing wise, but like no one's going home, no one's getting eliminated, they're not adding new members or like anything like that. And the same thing with Golden Child, with Willem's new group that's about to debut. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is like Willem's second boy group. I mean, if you want to count Tasty, maybe, but basically they haven't had a boy group in a very long time. So even with Golden Child, it's just a variety show. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no drama around Golden Child. But my point to make is just like, these labels need to get it together. Like, y'all need to find another way to introduce people to your talent, because the survival show shit is fucking whack. And then of course, Produce 101. I'm not sure there's really any drama first season, besides the fact that not that many people bought their first mini album because they wasn't really feeling the title track. I'm one of them. But after that, people really started fucking with IOI. But then come season 2, we didn't think season 2 was even going to happen, because the simple fact was that, in the beginning, a lot of companies were saying, we're not sending our trainees for this show. And then when they did decide to get trainees, all of a sudden it was like a fucking witch hunt, and like a whole bunch of people that was on the show was like having their dirt just put all over the media, and a lot of people had to leave the show because of like their past and shit that happened when they was like in middle school or high school or some shit. And then when the show started, of course, it was like Mnet's evil ass editing, and then people thinking like there was like some shady shit with like the scoring and then things like that. And then of course when it came to the finale, that a lot of people were very upset that Jungyeon and Samuel didn't make the group. And trust me, because listen, I was on the phone with Alex when we were watching the finale. I've never seen him react to something like that. He was flipping his shit. Oh my God. I knew not only him, but I knew a lot of my friends that was really invested into the show, and they were really upset that Samuel, Norbeko, or Ren, or just any other member besides Minghyun made it into the group, or Samuel, because I know a lot of people was rooting for Samuel. And then it's like these conspiracy theories, the fact that like, oh, he didn't make the group because he's mixed, blah blah blah. And then we had Kwanglin, he the one that got fucking Sesang stalking his ass and shit. So it was just a whole bunch of drama with Produce 101 season 2. And then it's like now you have JYP trying to do another fucking survival show, which is at the same time, I'm not surprised, because like I said when I first recorded this, he only has GOT7 twice in day 6. Day 6 aren't promoted like that. They don't do variety shows, they don't do MCing, they don't really do that. They basically just make their music, and that's it. Like, the only one that does shit is Jay when he does After School Club. You know what I'm saying? One of the girls is a rap. Miss A is basically a rap. 2 p.m. that's questionable because of the fact that they're about to start enlisting soon. So that's like I said, it's just a big fucking question mark with 2 p.m. So he needs another group. And then YG is about to do another fucking survival show because I know he has like a bunch of trainees. I think he said it's supposed to be another girl group that's supposed to come out, and I think another boy group coming out. And I'm thinking, like I said in the first video, I'm thinking he's really trying to cook up some shit to give NCT some competition. That's just my fucking conspiracy theory on that one. And then you have NBC and KBS doing this failed idol survival show shit. So like I said, the Great Value version of Produce 101. Like, are y'all fucking kidding me? Like, really? So you're really gonna sit here trying to gather up 500? I think the one with KBS or some shit, or is it NBC? One of those. They're trying to get 500 failed idols to come on the show. Okay, so what's the criteria? Because the only group I heard that was on this shit so far was Big Star, and not even all the members because one of them's enlisted. But that's all I've heard about the show so far. So like, what's the criteria? We talking like, you know, like I said, groups from like first generation, groups that came out like 5 years ago, 2 years ago. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the criteria with these idols? Like, or is there like an age limit? Because obviously, you know, that the ages of these groups varies. So it's like, are you only going up to like 30? Is the youngest going to be like 20? You know what I'm saying? Like, just the whole concept to me, I could do without. And then it's like, again, you're going to basically have people come on national television and just basically say how much they admit that they were failures and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like when forgot homegirl from Jewelry who was on Show Me the Money last season, and you know, and that's especially if you don't know, Jewelry had been out for like years, like I think I think they were together like 14 years before they had disbanded. Or like, you know, the situation with Glam when the fucking group disbanded because one of their members decided to fucking blackmail someone, so they just decided to disband the whole fucking group. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the concept, just, I'm not with it, and I don't know if a lot of people are with it either, and I feel like they should just fucking scrap that fucking idea, to be completely honest with you. But, you know what I'm saying? I just, like I said, it's just, like I said, just survival shows, period. It's just overused, played out, especially after seeing people react how they reacted to Produce 101, and the fact that certain people didn't make the group, bruh. That's that's definitely why I can't do survival shows. Because a lot of people I knew was so invested in certain members, and certain people didn't make the group, and it's just like seeing how they went through. I was like, nope, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, honestly, like, companies need to stop being fucking lazy and just think of something else. There has to be another fucking idea for y'all to come up with to, you know, showcase your new talent. Because everything should not have to be, you know, some fucking welcome to the Thunderdome shit. Like, people gotta be fighting for you know, just to be idols and shit. Like, it shouldn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, there was a lot of things that I didn't explain in the first video that I wanted to explain in this one, so it is a bit longer than the other one. But yeah, so like I said, just let me know if you watch any survival shows. What do you feel about them? Do you like them? Do you hate them? How do you feel about, you know, these new, you know, these more survival shows that's supposed to be coming up and stuff like that? Let me know, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.